Okay, Saturday the 3rd of October 2025. This is a progress report on the farm. Just looking at a few things for my own benefit. Anyone else who might be interested, that's up to them. So we've got beans in already, which the danger of frost is 99% past, though they have had late frosts. It's a worry, but zucchinis are doing well. Rub lettuce that I had there. Massive carnage when it comes to snails. This time of year, and heavy mulch seems to have done them a favour. So I'm needing to work on that. I'm needing to clear out this area around my hydrangeas too, and get another bed in there and some weed matting down to get that under control, as well as get out the last of these raspberry canes and replant them because they're in a bad area. Moving into a family garden, we've got asparagus obviously and runner beans going there, potato patch going here with some beetroot and another load of courgettes, carrots down the far end, and spring onions. This area here, we've got the fence down finally and wrapped up mostly. We're going to get clearing this week for the other dahlia beds. We're going to be putting dahlias through here, and then clearing out these beds here, which have some irises in them, and some gladioli, but mostly that is gone to pot and needs resorting. All the broccolini has gone and flowered. I've left it a little bit to feed some of the emerging bumblebees, which are coming out. You can see a huge plot of it there, but I am pulling that out as we go, slowly but surely. This area here, I haven't quite decided, but I'm thinking this is going to be green filler flower area, Animagus, that sort of thing. We've got the family garlic growing well there with a massive weed right in the middle of it, you can see, which is embarrassing. We come down this part here. This was a patch of ground cherries, and they had all done well right up until we got 3, 4, 5 hard frosts at the end of the season, and that has killed them. I have got some alive just over there at the far end behind the compost bins, and you've got a couple of grapevines that are doing well over there. Back over to here, I'm wondering quite what I'm going to put in here that's going to stave off the very invasive cooch that is in this area. Obviously growing outdoor carrots here. The beans and cucumbers will go back in their normal place. Looks like it's about to rain on us. Daffodils, we had a good season for daffodils. Made over twice as much as we did last year, and so moving those daffodils was a great idea. We still need to work on protecting them from the wind on this ridge and slug slamming, because we still got, even though I did a lot of slug slamming, the grass was so long it just got hammered. New potato patch and some more tomatoes growing through there. We come through here. Flower garden is coming out of most of it being left fallow. We've had the last of celeriac out. This was iStem. It is supposed to be cauliflower's answer to broccolini. It is not. Never growing it again. We got thistles. Name will come to me in a minute. Purple, blue thistles, blue globes. We've got as you can see, quite a lot of our snapdragons. We had real problems with not germination of seeds, but with seeds actually surviving. A lot of it has, like I think, snails, but also we have had problems with the neighbouring bukakos, which you can see a couple over there. Unfortunately, if they're not on my side of the fence, I can't shoot the fuckers. Excuse me, my French. But, they do come along and pull out the plants to see if there's any worms attached to the roots. We just had our irises start. Look at that, beautiful. really disappointed with the stock, and I don't know what's wrong. I think it needs to be in a different area next year. We will try it one last time, and that is it for stock. It was going to go in a sheltered area away from wind. That's all I can think to do with it. It just absolutely bloomed, just no good. Calendula, fantastic flower to have. Unfortunately not a very valuable flower, but a useful flower when there's nothing else growing. We had celeriac in here, all gone now unfortunately. Great vegetable. Took a bit of work to get people signed to it because, believe it or not, in this country, celeriac's not a real thing. People don't really know how to do it or what to do with it. More of my broccolini, obviously, as you can see, and as it comes through here, we've got self-seeded bishop's flowers, pincushion, and feverfew, which I'm pretty excited about. We will be putting more zinnias in here. We've got nigella, we've got sunflowers, more sunflowers, we've got a obligatory kamokamo down there. This area is being pulled up slightly, that's more of the eye stem that's coming out. And we've got daffodils at this end of it, which we will be attempting to keep on top of the weeds there. I'm really excited over here. This is Mike's big excitement. We've got proteas, 4 of them. Boom, boom, boom. So in a couple of years, hopefully we'll be having proteas in our bouquets. That's going to be fantastic. Moving further along, good to see one grapevine did manage to survive up here. This is Shasta Daisy. We got a few flowers off it last year. This needs redone, it got caught in the lawnmower. We need some weeding out. We need to be putting more Shasta Daisies in there. I like it as a filler white flower. It grows and it's perennial, so it keeps on going. These broccolinis are not broccolinis, they are purple sprouting broccoli or something like that, and they're not doing well up on this ridge. Starting to see the first evidence over here of my calla lilies, Christmas lilies, and here watching that bloody farmer neighbour's fucking blackberry, poisoning more of his blackberries than he has, I tell you. This is a disaster zone and it needs to be reworked. I might have to dig everything up. It just gets out of hand real quick. Tamarillo there didn't do so well. I'm not expecting anyone to survive, but others did really well. We actually got a good crop and good sales off Tamarillo last year. Into the polytunnel for a quick inspection, and I think we're pretty well done here. We've redone the polytunnel, not redone it, but re-sleeved it, and I've redone the doors to make them more sturdy and to be able to open them outside and in. We have grown on the shoulder of the season quite good peas, so some of them are going a bit yellow, some of them not. Could be due to the soil. We have got mulching them with chicken and sheep manure. Beans, more beans, a musical fruit. Put carrots in containers, and my absolute joy with ginger. Beetroot worked really well in the containers. These are salad turnips, Tokyo Cross hybrids, not worth doing again. They grew well. I got quite a lot of them. Not a single person interested. I think I sold maybe $8 or $9 worth of them, and that was beating the price down so low that it was basically, it would have been cheaper for me to just let them rot in the ground. Got a couple of tomatoes in here. They're doing obviously better than the other ones because they're beating the frost, and some apple cucumbers, which I'm always asked for. And I think we're pretty much well about done here. The weather is foul, thunderstormish, As you can see, the sky, not a pretty picture, looking like we're going to have some more rain. We've had quite a bit of rain, the ground is pretty well saturated. I'll leave it pretty much at that. Oh, we got the lupins, we've got Russell lupins plus also another type of lupin that I'm not 100% certain sold on that one. Echium, I think that's called. And these are the ground cherries too, which I'm going to find another place for that gets sheltered from frost so they can go and carry on producing us some stuff. Seems to be in the autumn, which is always a good thing. Early spring is something we need to work on though. Getting things that we can actually sell at markets early spring is actually harder than getting things to sell in early winter. But as you can see, we have got trees starting to come to life, blooms on the plums, even a bloom on a pear tree. There you go, it's officially spring. You see a bloom on a pear tree or a plum, on a pear tree or an apple tree I should say, that in my book makes it officially spring. So I will sign off there and catch you all. Oh no, one more thing, I wanted to talk about this before we go. Here I have managed to successfully grow celery, and I've had 3 goes at celery. It's the 3rd go. The first grow I tried to grow it in summer, absolute failure, just bolted, went straight to seed, hard as a rock. Next one, I put it in late winter and looked after it. It was growing well, and then we ended up getting, after a frost, we got some warm weather and boom, again bolted, got not a thing out of it. This time I put it in early winter, and it grew so slowly, not funny. But what I've been doing since it's gotten bigger is I have been taking the outside stems off, and I've actually sold quite a bit of that, and people come to the market specifically for it. So that's the experiment. Early, we're going to put them in late autumn, early winter. They could bolt any time now if the temperature goes up. I'm expecting them to bolt, but that's how you get some money out of it and double or triple the size of that crop next year. Alright, that's about all I've got to say. Catch you later.